Thank you for holding, everybody. We're now joined with Dennis Franchione, the head coach at Texas State. If you have a question for Coach, please dial *1 on your phone at this time. Coach, while we're waiting for questions to get in the queue, would you mind starting us off with the opening statement?
Well, we're glad to be 2-0. We had another good, solid defensive effort. We had a good first half offensively. Got a little sloppy in the second half, but took care of the football. I think we got better in all aspects of the game, which was a pivotal point for the week. And we head into open week with had a good time, I think, to have a couple games under our belt and be able to go work on some things for the next 2 or 3 days that we'd like to get better at and before we turn our attention to Texas Tech.
Do you feel that, being 2-0 and then going on the road to Texas Tech and a week after the bye week, do you feel like this bye came at a good time for you guys?
We do. Realistically, we're about halfway through our practices. We're not halfway through our season, but when you think of the number of practices we've had, the number we will have, and I like the fact that we played a couple games, and so we've lived through some things, and we can see it on film, and now we can try to target the things we can get better at and work at it for 2 or 3 days without having to work on a game plan. Plus, get a little mental, physical, and emotional rest toward the end of the week.
Talked about targeting things that may need improvement. What areas are you looking at after the second game so far this season?
Well, I think every area on our team has areas that it can get better in, especially just blocking and picking things up. We were much better assignment-wise last week, but there's just about across-the-board areas that you can improve, and what you have to do as a coach is figure out that sometimes you are what you are, and those things you can't change much, but try to target the things that you can change. And really our staff is kind of in that discussion today to find areas across the board that we feel like we can improve.
Will you start game planning for Texas Tech this week or later in this week, or will you wait till actual game week for that?
We'll start looking at them, but we're going to spend time looking at our next 4 opponents today, just so that we've got a good start on them. The next, the week with that game comes up. As the week wears on, we'll turn our attention more to Texas Tech, and we do have the opportunity to watch them Thursday night on television, so that's nice that we get to do that. Obviously, they're scoring lots of points and playing pretty good football, so that'll be a challenge in itself for us.
Well, Coach, we do appreciate your time, and thank you very much for joining us today.
All right, thank you.
If everyone could stand by, we'll have Bobby Petrino of Western Kentucky on shortly. Please stand by.